Okay, thank you for having me in ICTD in Zhejiang University. I'm Professor Byungkeun, Yonsei University in Korea. Today, my topic is about looking for design possibilities in virtual world. Before talking about the virtual world, let's see the change of the user interface in computer. In 1981, the first interface using text was the MS-DOS. And Xerox Star 8010 desktop computer use the first 2D-based graphics user interface. Since then, the MS-DOS has gradually disappeared and the 2D-based graphic user interface was going on. It begins to develop by Apple Mac OS and Microsoft Windows. Apple launched the first GUI-based Lisa in 1983, and Microsoft also launched the first GUI Windows in 1985. On the other hand, for 3D graphics on the internet, the Mosaic browser released as the first commercial web browser in 1993. User can see 2D-based contents operated by HTML. And in 1994, the VRML, the virtual reality modeling language, 3D expression was possible. That's the first virtual reality on the web. At the time, good design for the interface was intuitive, easy to use, and aesthetically pleasing for the web. In 1997, when I was studying interactive design in New York University, I created this kind of 3D contents using VRML. This is about Memphis design furniture. The shape of furniture is very simple, so it is okay to make a 3D object and make an animation. At the time, it was very exciting to create more realistic 3D contents with the VRML. And then the VRML changed into X3D, which means extensible 3D. It became international standard for Web 3D. And after finishing my study, I returned to my country in 1999. I started a Web 3D company with my colleague. We create virtual worlds, NeoCos. Neo means new, Cos means world. So NeoCos is new world. The NeoCos was the first 3D virtual world on the web in Korea, using multi-user server and X3D. It supports 3D avatar and interaction, including chatting between users and the 3D virtual community, shopping and exhibition, like a game, etc. The world map of Neokos was from Kabbalah. Kabbalah is a Jewish people has a mystic thinking called Kabbalah. They believe in a world where they can communicate with gods different from the real world. And that is the world of Kabbalah. It has three areas, as you can see on the map. By applying this kind of map, a virtual world was created under the name of Neokos. And the world was divided into 10 sub-worlds, such as Central Plaza, education area, community area, and the game area. We create many kinds of avatar for the world. Those looks like a human with a different character. And the Oriental 12 zodiac animals like a rat, ox, tiger, dragon, snake, things like that. We also developed the avatar creator software called Naya. Naya means it's me in Korea. User can create their 3D virtual avatar in this tool. They can choose their body styles and selecting costumes or accessories. When we created the world, we were very concerned about easy to use user interface and focus on usable contents with interesting story. But creating and implementing 3D contents for the web was not easy at the time. The internet speed was so slow that if the file size was big, the browser just crashed. Anyway, we opened the world service 2001 and struggled with many kinds of technical bugs and trying to reduce the file size. So after 2 years service, we finally had to close the world because we couldn't overcome the internet speed and didn't have cash cow that much. At the time, good design for user interface was something else entirely for new virtual world. It's wholly immersive. It's like traveling to meet friends rather than instantly meeting in chatting software, or going to a marketplace rather than having access to web shopping pages. Because designing for the world means designing for an entire new immersive world. Designers should have broadened their skills to deal with subjects from human and society and, and space planning. As soon as we closed the Neo course, the Second Life was launched in the US in 2003. Second Life looks like a game. It's still in service. And now, recently, maybe you heard about Metaverse, new concept of 3D virtual worlds. The Metaverse is a combination of meta, means beyond, and verse from word universe. So you can imagine that it's beyond the real world. The word comes from the sci-fi novel Snow Crash, written by Neil Stephens in 1992. In this novel, the metaverse is described as a dark place, full of crimes and conspiracies. But nowadays, the metaverse is defined as the collective, virtual, and shared space created by a convergence of virtual enhanced physical reality and physically persistent virtual space, including the sum of virtual worlds, augmented reality, and the internet. Metaverse technology is at the core of Web3D with a wide range of possibilities on the internet. It is almost the same as our real life and getting much bigger and bigger. Metaverse come in this kind of context. Like Neocos, there is another virtual world, Jepeto, created by Naver, the largest portal site in Korea. It launched in 2018, just 3 years ago. It has 300 million subscribers worldwide. I will show you the video. Okay. Gepetto provide metaverse service through avatar for young generation in teenagers and 20s, mostly female users. A famous idol singer show a music video with an avatar, visit an exhibition. Many companies are conducting marketing activities through this space. Users can create high quality avatars and spaces through AR-based facial recognition. You can purchase and edit avatar item in the world. So comparing with Neocos, that I created 20 years ago, the internet speed is much better, and the giant company pushed this service targeting young generation with exciting contents. So the situation is much better than at the time. There are avatar assets, so user can adjust the body style. It is possible to edit various from small characters to idol-like images. Users can buy and sell body parts and clothes. There's a fashion collection to avatars with more than 4,000. This is a tool that can create space or items in Gepetto and was developed based on the Maya, a 3D modeling and animation program. So Gepetto creators make items with Maya as well. Besides that kind of avatar, this woman here looks like a human, but they are virtual human. She is active in various forms as an influencer in Metaverse. The girl's name is Lilmi Quella, and she has 3 million followers. And Imado is recently created a fashion model. This woman named Kumoko is an internet broadcaster wearing a suit with a sensor and pretended to be a virtual character. She modeled with a Maya software, texture with a substance painter, and broadcast in virtual world in Unreal Engine. So users can experience the two characters of human and avatars at the same time. By the way, in education field, they are starting to use the Metaverse platform, mostly because of the COVID-19 pandemic these days. Our university also recently built a kind of Metaverse to offer students job information and classroom like this. They construct a virtual campus and usually try to replicate a conventional classroom with a desk, chairs, and walls. But I think it has to be different. Maybe students and teachers can fly in the space. Just a normal classroom are not useful. We can contrast, we can construct new types of online classroom without roofs. Maybe classroom shape can match with what they are trying to learn and teach. In order to connect to virtual world from real world in 1980s, there were 2D graphics interface without many things we can do it. The digital world was small at the time. In 2000, we have 3D interface. Digital world get much bigger. And now we have wearable computers like a smartwatch, AR glasses. We are much more getting into the online. And then what is the next? A lot of people say that XR will be the next. XR means extended reality. You know, PC, laptop, mobile, wearable devices are all separated by physical world and digital world. But XR combined both of the world with this kind of tools. XR is kind of bridging. It connects digital world and physical world. There are three parts in XR. The first one is VR. VR is totally digital, like video games and VR game. Next is MR, mixed reality, like HoloLens. It has transparent screen, so you can see digital contents in physical world. And AR uses smartphone's camera. Digital contents can be uploaded the camera's video. VR, ML, AR use different devices. VR use Oculus Quest 2, PlayStation. ML use Magic Leap 1, HoloLens, and AR use a RealWear smartphone, tablet PC like that. So this kind of tools are combined into XR. So XR is gradually becoming a technology suitable for the combination of work and learning in the metaverse. It is supporting what happens in reality, like reality and virtuality overlap. So understanding this kind of technology, planning and designing the contents are essential for designers as of now. Finally, let me show you a video from Microsoft. We will see how Excel and the Metaverse will change our lives in the future.
Connection is a spark that gives our lives meaning. It drives us to seek out others who feel the same way.
Okay, why don't you input the data and we'll take a look together. Hey Mari, what you got for me?
To find those who share our views, yet offer different perspectives.
So this next. Look over here.
Challenge us with new ways of seeing.
I think we should.
Deepen our understanding. And enrich our lives.
最后一笔的时候，往前。
Great things happen when we commit to something bigger than ourselves.
Take a closer look at it.
Place this here. Let's see how we go from there, okay?
This sense of collaboration and the feelings of connection it brings excites us.
Hey, just in time. I'm gonna move it slightly, okay?
It's yours, take it.
We have two planes right now on the same trajectory.
As we put people first, technology fades into the background and feels like anything but.
Aisha, what do you think?
I think we had 330, maintaining 2800. We'll be clear for approach.
Excellent.
This changes the way we see the world, and in turn, changes the world we see.
These numbers are looking great, actually.
There's promise in the possibilities, and what we see and create next will stretch the imagination.
Good morning, Sarah.
Morning.
Slowly coming towards the thumb.
A world without boundaries.
Good job. A lot better than yesterday.
Yeah.
Excellent. Slowly bring
A
it.
world where technology enhances, not limits, humanity. With people front, center, and in the spotlight. The future is here, and here can be anywhere.
Okay, it just showed the possibilities. So today in the metaverse, good design is intuitive and easy to use and aesthetically pleasing and also wholly immersive. And the metaverse represents a chance to design a new world formed by our best ideas for how to create enriching society. The question for designers is whether they will have the courage and vision it will take to design a better world. So my lecture is all about it. Thank you very much.